Lightworkers Unite is a podcast and social show hosted by intuitive women, lightworkers, and most importantly, friends, Mayume and Manjeet. Welcome to our podcast, Lightworkers Unite, where we believe there is a lightworker within all of us.
Whether you are a medium, an educator, or a nuclear medicine technologist, there is a lightworker within you, and we have work to do.
This is a safe and sacred place where lightworkers connect, grow, and learn.
And share our light with the world.
Okay.
Hello.
We're live. We're not live, but we're recording.
Yes. Hi, everybody.
Hi, everybody.
Hello.
Welcome, Lightworkers. So guess what, guys? We are in person. We are in person, and we're filming as well. But we're like sitting close together with no masks on, having coffee.
Yeah, today is the first day that the mandate in Washington State has lifted all of the masking. So it's kind of cool. We're just hanging out together today. Actually, we're working on our goddess gathering that's happening
coming up
this Friday.
Mm-hmm.
And so we were going to do a little shout out about that.
Yes, it's this Friday, which is the full moon, so that's really important. It's March 18th, and if you are in the Seattle area anywhere and you want to come for this, it's at the Woodmark Hotel. We have changed facilities, and so it's now at the Woodmark Hotel, which is at Caroline Point in Kirkland, right on the water, the Bay Shore Room. And it's really special to me because John and I had a rehearsal dinner there. It's just a really magical space, all windows. And with the full moon, we're also adding, for those that are either already joining us or thinking about joining us, we still have some spots left.
Yeah.
Bring your gemstones and crystals because we're going to charge them with the moonlight.
Yes.
That's going to be pretty amazing.
Yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun. And it, just seeing everybody.
I know. Right?
I mean,
We get to
I just
be in person.
Yeah, I feel like, my goodness, we haven't done that in so long. And just to bring in Isis's
Yes, Isis's energy.
Which is all about rebirth, right? Just reclaiming your power. And as we go into spring, I mean, it just is just such a perfect, I think, theme.
It is kind of a start anew, but it's also, I feel like there's some soul retrieval going on as well.
Yes.
And I just feel like she's talking about that. So remnants of yourself that maybe you left, parts of yourself in areas of your life. This will be the goddess gathering that's going to be really, really powerful.
Yeah.
I feel like, I don't want to say more powerful, but we have more women and we're really coming together on a full moon. So it's going to be a lot of kick-ass energy.
Yes. And I think if you're really craving that, some real sisterhood and connection, we will also be channeling some messages for folks
For the group.
in the circle. So join us. It's going to be amazing.
Yes.
Amazing. There's going to be food and appies and drinks.
Yes, there's going to be a no-host bar, but Lightworkers Unite is buying the first drink. It's on us. First drink is on us, and then you can help yourself to beer, wine, and other cocktails. We do have, it is appetizers. It's not like a full-blown dinner, but regardless, we're all going to be together, and I think it's going to be so. And we're going to be together in person, delivering messages. I love it.
It's going to be amazing.
It's going to be amazing.
It's really, really going to be fun. So please jump onto Guided Gatherings website, and you'll find under the Goddess Gatherings, right? Isis.
Or you could go www.guidedgatherings.com/Goddess Gatherings.
There you go.
That'll take you right to the spot.
/
Yes. Yeah, did I say that?
Yeah, I love it.
Wait, did I say something else?
No, I just being so like
/ Yes.
I love it. So today, join us for that.
Yeah. What are we talking about?
Well, I think we're just having fun today. We're finally doing this together.
I know.
And so we just thought we would just have coffee with all of you and just maybe just share what's been going on in our lives and how we're feeling about things right now. Because I think the collective consciousness right now is really tied together with everything happening in Ukraine.
Yes.
And so I know we've both really talked a lot about that as well. And so we just wanted to have some candid conversations with croissants and
Yes.
coffee. No.
Yes, we are super excited about being able to be together.
Yeah.
So there's so many things that I think in this world that are moving forward with,
Yeah.
Lifting the mask,
Yes.
and there's less people that are getting sick. So I just feel like that's a step in the right direction. It feels good.
Mm-hmm.
However, there's a lot of turmoil in the world with the
Yeah.
war that's going on in Ukraine, and I feel like we want to address this, and we want to talk about also that we do have an upcoming show, podcast/show
Yes.
with Anthony Russell, who was one of our guests last
Yes.
month, who is a badass and an amazing psychic healer, medium, all of this. And the three of us are going to come together and collaborate and talk about what you can do as a light worker to help in this situation, and then kind of touch upon how we're feeling about everything. Like, how are you feeling, everyone?
Yeah.
I think some of you guys are in fear. There's definitely a fear of, oh my God, can this war come to our country? Those of us on the West Coast, I was speaking to someone about this fear of, oh my gosh, hitting major cities on the West Coast or major cities in general. And then also the anger that is involved with, the anger that's going on of these poor people that are also being, I feel like, what's the word I'm looking for, where they're being forced to leave their homes.
Yeah.
Right? And they're being separated. There's all these things that are so upsetting to me, and I do tend to go into anger, not fear, but like, what can I do? I feel like I am helpless. So those are the things that we want to talk about, like what you can do when we're so far away.
Yeah, it's going to be a really great episode, I think, and Anthony's so committed to healing and really enlightening and teaching, so I think it'll be really fun to kind of just brainstorm some ideas for you beautiful light working souls out there that are struggling right now. Anger is a big one right now. I feel like a lot of people are it's interesting you just said you go into anger and then I go into fear.
Yeah, we've talked about that before. The two low frequencies, we each, take on the other. Yeah.
And it's been really interesting. I know I have my upcoming group healing session on Wednesday, the 16th at 5:30, and it is all about anger. And it's actually been really interesting for me to research because it isn't my first reaction. I don't get angry. But I think what ends up happening, and we'll talk about this in the healing session together, is suppression. And for somebody like me, when you're suppressing anger, when times are crazy like this, because we don't always have the luxury to pop off and do that stuff, like get angry,
Pop off. Yeah.
Pop off. Yeah. So it's been really interesting to learn for me that I maybe going into anger, like channeled or more focused anger, would be more helpful for me because it's not a bad emotion.
No, right.
It's just understanding it and not letting it hijack your life.
Right, and how to redirect it or transmute it or whatever it is. But I think you're right. Sometimes anger does not serve you at all, right? And for obvious reasons, anger can lead to bad decisions and a lot of tragedy. But I also believe that if directed and handled correctly, it can force someone into action, to do something about something.
Yeah, it's like fuel, I know I've used anger a lot in my life as fuel to like catapult me out of fear and get to where I need to go. When I feel like moving, out of Canada, that was like anger and fear, and it was just like F everybody. Like, I don't know why I'm saying F and not the actual word, because we're together. I don't know. I don't know what happened there. I found my grammar police sitting next to you.
Oh my gosh! I know. I swear, just
no, I know.
That's so funny.
It's so funny.
You have to say actual F.
Actual, yes. What the actual
What
F?
the actual F? Yeah.
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 So it'll
Yeah.
be
Yeah.
fun if folks are interested in exploring that emotion a little bit more on Wednesday. I think it'll be really, really fun. They'll be journaling on this one, so it's a little bit more
Wow.
in depth, and then a guided meditation. So
How long is it?
90 minutes.
Okay, so
Yeah.
and it starts at
5:30.
5:30
Yeah.
p.m. Pacific.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
And
So
this is Wednesday.
Wednesday.
March 16th.
16th. Yes. Yes.
All right.
But I mean, this whole Ukraine thing, are you more mad or scared? What do you, how are you?
I'm more mad.
Okay.
I'm
Yeah.
frustrated. I'm annoyed. I wish there was something I could do to stop it or to.
Yeah.
And then I also go into help mode or how can I best serve these poor people and the lives that have been lost. And it's a really weird emotion inside me, and I also try to not take it on. And
Yeah.
that's the other thing we wanted to talk to about you Lightworker listeners is sometimes that will overwhelm us in our body and what we're going through right now, and we don't need to be completely entrenched in that, because it doesn't help. We can't do anything from here, so don't let it take over your life. Don't make decisions coming from that place, I think, of fear or anger. Just continue living your best life and just managing your own self.
Yeah.
Managing your own self.
Yeah. Yeah. It's a really tumultuous time for sure. I feel like a lot of folks are, it's interesting. I'm kind of hearing a lot of like the anger and the fear, and then there is like this really like indifference as well that's showing up, like kind of like what you're saying, but like to the nth degree. Like, I can't do anything, so fuck it. I'm not even gonna like stay in check with what's happening. I just don't even want to listen to it anymore. And so I don't know, it just becomes this really interesting fine line between like being really educated and informed versus entrenched in it. So I'm curious, like, if you how everyone is feeling. So feel free to make notes. No, what am I trying to say?
Share.
Tell us on our Instagram page. Oh, hi.
It's on wheels. Sorry. I put my foot on the desk that's in front of us and it just wheeled away.
Yeah.
So,
But on our Instagram, maybe, share your thoughts. Cause
I know we don't hear from you guys enough. I mean, I think there's a couple of you that always do, but I would love more from our listeners.
Oh, yes.
Tell us who you are, where you're coming from, and what you think, and what you like best. We'll bring more of that. Maybe some fun topics that you're dying to hear from. Maybe do you like the mystical and the mysterious things that we talk about? Aliens, fairies.
Oh my
Bigfoot, all that stuff. Or do you prefer the helpful tools of every day, and how to step into your light, how to be a light worker, or, more about spirituality. I think it's all of the above. But maybe because today is really, we're just going to talk.
Yeah, I love it. I think we have fresh coffee.
Mine's almost gone.
And we're just, because you spilled half of it.
I did.
She spilled it in the kitchen.
That was really weird.
It was
I didn't
the
mean to.
weirdest thing.
It tipped in my hand, and I didn't even know that it tipped. And I even said, "Did I do that?"
I know.
It splattered all over the place. Like, why would I drop my coffee? It was the weirdest thing. And
we've been having kind of a weird day. I mean, and maybe that's another thing I'd like to know. Maybe there's something in the air, like some energy going on today on Monday that, are people just a little off? It feels like we're like beside ourselves. Like, I feel like I'm just like a little bit, like I was late coming here today. I was like, I can't get myself like organized, and I forgot half my shit.
I forgot stuff too. We were talking, and I had a dream.
Yeah.
I had a dream. Don't forget your shit. Like, I had this weird dream that I showed up and I had nothing. I had no microphone, no computer. I had no cords. It was so weird. And then I still did not bring everything that I intended to.
Yeah.
So it was really weird. I almost got rear-ended because I stopped in the middle of a parking lot, not realizing there was someone behind me. I thought I looked. Did I even tell you this? I looked everywhere. And I stopped, and all of a sudden I hear this, "Ring," and I'm like, oh my God, there was a car behind me. I swear there wasn't.
Oh,
There
my
wasn't.
gosh.
And he was a mean old man.
Yeah, he
Like,
was.
oh, he was yelling at me, and I'm like, sorry, I didn't,
Oh.
and it really threw me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a tough energy to like transmute. When people are angry at you. Like I feel like that's that angry feeling when you know somebody doesn't like you, you're or mad at you. It feels like, ooh,
Yeah, I don't like that.
I don't like that. I don't like that at all. But
Yeah, crazy. But it's a weird day.
yeah, it is a weird day.
Yeah.
It's kind of but it is lovely to be here.
I
It
love this.
feels
I'm so
so
excited.
cool that we're actually like in the
Yeah.
same space and we get to we've been doing all of this stuff, everything with Lightworkers Unite during the pandemic, remotely. So it's just so it is really a magical thing for us. So
I know.
cheers.
Cheers. Tink. I know.
Yeah. So
Yes.
tell me what's been going on. What else is happening in your life that you want to share with all of our
about guided gatherings or about my personal life?
everything, anything? I want to hear all of it.
Oh my gosh. Like what things can I divulge for for our listeners? Well, no.
Or guided.
So with guided gatherings, everything's great. Having some very magical readings. I had a rock painting party.
Nice.
Not this last weekend, but the weekend before, with 11 beautiful women, and it was really great. It was very cool, and just the connections and the gold nuggets that come through with spirit, and of course then you get the magical rocks to take home. So, and then they were really good. I mean,
Wow.
everyone is good, but man, sometimes you get a group that are really creative and fun to see the different ideas that come through on their rocks and their mandalas. Anyway, so that was good, and I don't know, I'm really looking forward to the Goddess Gathering.
Yes.
That's great. I feel
Friday.
like work is really, I feel so passionate about my work,
Yeah.
and I feel like I'm headed in the right direction, and I may or may not be leaving my husband behind. I feel like he and I have needed to really reconnect, so we're working on that and just acknowledging what each other's doing and trying not to also be in the same space as we're doing it, because that's caused, I don't know about all of you guys, during this pandemic, John had to work from home, and I've talked about this before, and it was really hard. It was great for the first, let's say, 6 months, and then after that I was like, dude, you gotta go to the office.
Get out.
He's at our dining room table and he talks loud, and I mean, he can't help it, but it's really hard when I'm trying to talk to dead people and I've got his voice downstairs, so, and especially in the meditation meetups, I'm like trying to concentrate and I can hear him.
Yeah.
So this new space, so basically it's not an office, but I'm paying like a rental fee for having 10 offices that I book ahead in these different offices under Regis. So I'm super excited about it. It's going to create a beautiful space for me to come to. I don't know that I'll do readings in person here, but I'll definitely continue with the phone and Zoom. I do readings in person for groups of 2 or more is what I'm doing now, just because I'm not driving all over the place.
No.
Yep.
No.
And so I just feel like things are good. What else is there?
That's awesome.
What do I don't even know.
Yeah, the kids.
The girls are great.
Good.
We've had a lot of soccer. Dana got pulled up to play goalie for Amanda's team.
Oh.
So she's an 07 and she's playing with 04, 03 girls.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, these 17, 18-year-olds.
That's
and she's the
amazing.
little goalie.
Wow.
But yeah, that's been really fun to watch. And my oldest is at Trinity, and I miss her so much. I just texted her last night just saying a quick little hi, check-in.
No.
And I miss her.
No.
I do.
Yeah.
But she'll be home in May. I mean, it's coming up fast, you guys. We're already in
March.
March.
Yeah, it's shocking.
Do you get allergies?
Yes.
Oh my God,
Yeah.
I get them so
Seasonal.
bad. Yes, seasonal. I feel like as soon as it hits March 1st, I wake up with sneezing, post-nasal drip, itchy eyes. Oh, I hate it.
Oh wow, that's
So, and
yeah.
I'm all drugged up.
Are you now?
Yeah, it's
Drugged
tech.
up? Oh, see, that might be part of the problem today.
Maybe.
No, I don't know. I don't know. I'm kind of off today. You're like,
I just felt off today. Maybe I need a croissant.
Oh, yes, we're having croissant and coffee. Yeah, that's awesome though. That's really good. I know I know that there's certain times, right, in our lives, and I'm sure our listeners can relate. There are times when things are just kind of steady.
Yeah.
Right? Things are just kind of moving along and kind of going forward, and you're just kind of in the moment and living, but there's no real like big push or
Events
project that's
yeah,
happening.
yeah. Right.
Yeah.
Which is good and bad. So I don't feel things are monotonous. I feel things are moving forward, a nice
Yes,
flow.
I love it.
And God willing, thank God, knock on wood, everyone's healthy, and I kind of like, I really like that.
Yes.
So we're doing good. I feel like we're remaining social. Everyone's doing good. So I like
it.
that. I want to keep moving that way because
Yes.
you're right. Because sometimes things will just show up, and then we all have to pivot or switch gears. So I'll stay in the flow right now.
Yeah.
What about you?
Love it.
How's your family,
Oh
work,
my
all
gosh.
that good stuff?
Yeah, everything's good. Sorry, I'm pinching my nose. No, yeah, things are great. I think things are very similar energy than to yours. Moving forward, just I feel like I'm doing my my multidimensional healing certification class. So this is module 1. So we're right in the middle of that, which is the Awakening series. So it's really, really cool. It's a really cool group of women that are just so ready for their awakening. And we talk about, multidimensional existence, which is really powerful. So there's Reiki masters in there and yogis and educators and all kinds of cool stuff that I just love it. I love that so much. And so that's good.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think that kind of takes like a lot of my energy right now because it's really dynamic and fun and exciting for me. Yeah, and things at home are good. My father-in-law's ailing. He's not doing so great. So
I'm sorry to hear that. Okay.
yeah. So yeah, William has been amazing. Kind of taking care of him and helping him because we lost William's mother last January. So it's been kind of like this, this shifting from mom being sick to dad now kind of being sick. So
Oh gosh.
there's a lot of energy kind of going that way in my life. So that kind of takes up a lot of the emotional energy.
Yeah.
Like
Of course.
I think
Support your husband, and of course you love him as well. And
yes.
yeah, that's hard.
It's like I feel like there are times in our life where we're physically really challenged, like we're moving and going and dropping the kids off and doing all of the physical things. And then sometimes we're in a really powerful state of like emotional saturation.
Yeah.
And so that's more what it feels like.
Emotional saturation. I like that.
Yeah. Yeah, I just made that up.
The saturation, that is like a really good word for it. Yes. We've all been there. We all know what that means.
Yeah.
That really resonates with me.
Yeah, I think that, and I just understanding that, I think just working through like, okay, this is a really tough emotional time right now for my family,
Yeah.
So what does that mean? It means creating safe spaces for them to talk more or just sit with them or, maybe taking them out for some one-on-one time or whatever, So, and then of course I think that kind of seeps into like energy, like our energetic selves being kind of depleted because you're emotionally kind of saturated.
Yes.
It's just interesting how all of that stuff, I think understanding where at any given time, what part of that quadrant is feeling depleted? Is it physical? Is it emotional? Is it energetic, or is it spiritual? That's all part of the multidimensional healing certification. We're kind of understanding where do I really need to recharge?
Yeah.
What part of myself specifically?
Right.
So,
And first, and learning about like being aware of it.
Yes.
Number one.
Yeah.
And then I do love the physical aspect of like, okay, I'm feeling all these emotions. I'm aware of this. Where is it coming from in my body?
Yeah.
Like what area is it? Am I feeling it in my stomach, in my gut?
Yes.
Am I feeling, the achiness in my heart, or is it all in my head?
Yes.
So just kind of Is it in my ankle?
I know,
Right
behind
now
your
it's-
knees.
There's
Yeah.
all that.
I know.
All that.
Lots of stuff.
Yeah.
I think awareness is key, right? As
Yeah.
we're going through, this crazy time right now. It's like the pandemic is finally kind of maybe coming to some kind of normalcy.
Yeah.
But then now we're in the middle of this fucking war,
The
so
world, yes,
it's-
watching this happen.
Yeah.
unfold. I mean, I thought wars were behind us.
I know.
I
I
hate
did
it.
too.
I hate it.
Yeah, it makes me really crazy, really.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
to watch. It's almost like, that emotional saturation where I think we're all kind of at
Yeah.
the end of that. We're
Right.
kind of like, really? Seriously? Now we're doing this now?
Yep,
Like, but
yep.
I haven't had a
I know,
moment
I feel
to.
that way. Like, this is nuts. It's
Yeah.
insane.
So I think that's really where like a lot of my clients are right now too, and really trying to unpack like, how do I just stay in my power right now?
Yeah.
And I love how you started this this episode with just that. Like all we can really do right now is really try to self-manage ourselves.
That's right.
Stay in the light. Stay positive.
If we all do that, then
Yeah.
at least then all of us are taken care of. We just take care of yourself right now. Like the oxygen mask on the airplane. So right now, fill your cup with the things that you enjoy. As Manjeet always says, fill your cup. And, but really just be that light. So stay in that high vibe frequency. Start to do the things that you still enjoy and love. Don't allow what's going on, in your exterior world to affect how you feel inside.
Yeah.
In your interior. Take care of your interior.
Yes.
Yes.
I love it.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's been tough. And as light workers, we are very empathic, right? Beings. We're very, we're feeling like in our auric fields, right? They're big. They span over a long stretch of space.
Blocks.
And yeah. And I think,
Yeah.
we're sensing other people's fear as well, other people's anger.
Yeah.
And so maybe just figuring out, like bringing that back in and saying, I can only manage myself and my energy now. That's the best thing you can do. So you're not seeping into other people's energy field as well,
Right. Because that is so true. Because I don't want my kids,
Yes.
if I'm in fear or even anger, but let's say I'm in fear, how do our kids respond to that if mom's in fear?
Oh, yeah.
Right? Because that shit does not feel good. If
Yeah.
mom, and I remember feeling that with my dad. My dad was really strong and confident, and I just felt safe with him. So if he was ever in fear, then I'd be like, holy shit, if dad's scared, then I'm really scared, right?
yeah.
So I think that's what we can do for our family, or whether it's our partners, our children, our fur babies who feel
Yeah.
it. So if you can manage and take care of yourself, and remember that you are a light being, you are supported, you are safe, you are loved, and that this human experience it's going to be okay. Just
Yeah.
take care of yourself. That will exude and tip over into your family and your friends,
Yeah.
your loved ones, and
Yeah.
and then hopefully that will help them to take care of their selves.
Yeah.
Themselves.
Themselves. I would say
Yeah.
themselves. Yeah. Well, and I think it's important to, acknowledge too that these aren't bad emotions. Like
Right.
having fear, right? Having anger, like all of those things, feeling overwhelmed. Like we are humans having, we're spiritual beings having this human experience. You
Yep.
say this a lot. I love that. And so they're normal. That's a normal response to what's happening in the world.
Yep.
But living in that frequency, living in that vibration all the time, asking ourselves, does that serve us? And
Right.
that's the key. That's that awareness. And that's where we can start making those shifts to say,
Yes.
oh, what can I do? Maybe I just want to donate some money to like UNICEF right now.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
that'll be a way for me to feel like I am contributing to the goodness in the world.
Right.
And have,
like
making those really powerful decisions so that you're not a victim of our
Yes,
emotions. Yeah.
Of our emotions.
I know. It's
Of
been
our-
tough.
Yeah, and so that's a great way to start. So what can you do? So I like that. So maybe looking to where you can donate some money. Maybe you are in a situation where you're financially able to do that. So
Yeah.
do that, because that's always a great need. Maybe you just want to help, I don't know, I'm trying to think of energetically for you light workers who are healers or Reiki masters. Maybe we can exude some of our light and intentionally send it out, that beautiful beam of white light, bring in source light into your heart center and beam some love and light to the Ukraine, to that space there, to the people. And just, again, it's all about intention. It doesn't have to be perfect. You don't have to come up with the words or visualize it. It's just an intention. I'm going to send love and light to what's going on there right now. And that's doing something. And if we all do that, then they're getting a lot of beautiful energy.
Yes. Can I tell you what happened to me?
Yes.
The night that we heard that Ukraine was being, attacked, I went to bed that night, and I had astral projected, and I was in Poland.
Oh my goodness.
And so the whole evening, I was totally unconscious. I didn't go to bed going, I'm going to astral project and help some people's out. No, I just was there. The whole dream, the whole evening, I was moving people from Ukraine into Poland. It was very specific. I had papers and stamps, and I was telling people where to go, and it was I was exhausted when I woke up.
I did not hear this. You've not shared this with me.
Oh yeah, it was the weirdest dream.
Ooh.
And I woke up just feeling so exhausted, and I went in to see Mina, my youngest daughter, and she said, "Oh, Mom, I had the weirdest dream that I was in this other country, and I could see all these people moving around and trying to leave Ukraine." And I was like, she was with me.
Yeah.
I feel like she was with me, And this is the weirdest thing. That morning, I got a text from a good friend of mine, and she said, "I had a dream last night that you were missing." She said, "I couldn't find you, and nobody could find you. And so I got onto she's hilarious. She said, I got onto my electric bike, and I went searching for you. And she said, and I found you in another country.
Oh my God.
And she brought me back."
Oh my God. I love that.
Isn't that fucking crazy?
That's crazy. I love that. And that was all in the same night?
That was the same night.
Oh,
that was
my
the exact.
God.
So
See?
I had this really powerful, it was
Yeah.
literally the night that we had heard that Ukraine went, and I just was, I went right there. So, I don't know. I mean, astral projecting, we're going to have a podcast about that as well at some point. But I'd never done that before, in that, with that much vigor, that much. I was there. I could tell you everything. It was all different language papers. But I was totally fluent. I knew exactly what was going on. And then when I came home, I was exhausted when I woke up.
Oh my gosh.
I said when I came home, but really I was.
Right, yeah. When you came back into
when I woke
this
up.
life and this body or this area, yeah.
But isn't that crazy that she
love
said
that.
I couldn't find you?
Yeah, and you were in a different country.
She said, I found you in
Don't
another
you think
country.
the universe or spirit or source was validating for you that you really did indeed go there? That's what I believe.
I love
and
that.
we do that in our dreams and astral travel. And maybe that's why I feel so depleted lately. But I'm just not aware of it. I mean, I've just been so tired in my vivid dreams, and I know I'm coming back whoa, I don't know what I did. But maybe I'll just set the intention, okay, show me what I'm doing. Show me what I'm doing.
Yeah, I love that.
Yeah. Or what if we collectively said, okay, tonight, Manjeet, let's
go podcast.
Let's go astral travel to
Ukraine and help.
And help.
Oh,
see what that looks like, and then share notes.
Challenge accepted.
Okay.
Yes.
And for all of you that want to join us, maybe, do that too. Pen and paper on your nightstand, because as soon as you wake up, it's going to be fresh. Jot everything that you remember from your dream, even if it sounds and feels ridiculous. Yeah. And then, because you'll lose it and it'll go away. And then, and some that are really, really vivid, like yours, will stay with you. But, for some that, it's then and now, and then it's gone. But let's do that.
Let's do it.
Actively go there.
I did feel accomplished.
Yeah.
Even though I was really tired, I did feel like it was real.
Yeah.
It was so real to me. And I'd never done it to that extent, but I was so upset when it happened. And I remember going to bed and I was like, oh, universal consciousness, what can I do? What can I do? There's you just feel so fucking helpless, right?
Helpless,
You feel
yes.
so, and so yeah, I love this challenge. If folks are
Let's do
hold
it.
that intention that we're going to.
Nothing's going to happen to you. You're going to be safe. It's fine. Nothing is going to happen to you. Your spirit, your soul is not going to get stuck or trapped outside your body. So just let's,
Yes.
come back to that. But astral traveling is pretty freaking cool. It's very
Yeah.
real. And sometimes we're doing it and not intentionally or not even knowing, but your higher self knows. So again, if you wake up and you're like, oh my gosh, why am I so tired? I feel like I got a good night's sleep. It's because your soul was so working. So you're emotionally drained. Yes, emotionally, spiritually drained.
I love it.
Wow.
But we definitely are going to do another episode on astral projection.
Oh, yeah.
Because I got some stories. My dad is the king of astral
You were
projecting.
going to say that. King.
Oh, he is so crazy. He'll just like show up somewhere. He'll be like, "Hey, how's it going?"
Oh my God.
And I'm like, "Dad, what the hell?" Like, his energy is just
Yeah,
really
yeah,
strong. And he used to do that when I was driving to school.
Oh, really?
He would sit in my passenger side
Watch.
and watch, just sit with me. I'd be like, "Hi, Dad."
Because my dad does that now.
Oh,
I feel
really?
his spirit near my car. Yeah, and plays Elvis. and
Oh,
the Beatles.
yes.
Yeah. So that's
love
I
it.
want to. I was going to do this with a couple of clients of mine. They like to do in-person things. We did a past life regression and readings, and the next thing we were going to do was astral travel, where we're going to come and I was going to guide them through a meditation to where teaching them like, now go into the other room. What do you see? That kind of thing, like setting the intention. I think that'd be kind of fun.
That would be really fun.
do.
It sounds a lot like remote viewing.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
So maybe that might be a really cool thing to do together as well
Yeah.
as a
Light worker.
as a light worker,
A light worker
workshop.
event. A light worker workshop on how to do remote viewing.
Oh my God! You
And
see?
then have it validated so everyone can see how to check it out and see what's going on.
See? Let's see how this shit's happening. We get together. We're
Ideas.
in person.
Drinking coffee. Ideas are happening.
I know.
Ideas
So stay
are
tuned.
happening. Yeah,
Stay
because
tuned.
we are. So our goddess gatherings are coming to a close.
Yes.
We did that series last year and this year, and they are coming to a close with the event this Friday. But we are, we're doing house clearings. So if you are interested, we're thinking about doing like a fun little promo. So if you guys are interested in having us come, Mayume and Manjeet, come to your home to do a house blessing and clearing.
Yes.
Maybe you have stuff going on, maybe you don't. You don't have to. We could come in and really bless your home and clear the space and fill it with love and light. If this is something that interests you, we're going to do, we were just talking about this right before we got on.
Yeah.
We're going to do a little drawing and pick a winner who gets to have us come to your home to do this. And we were thinking, what could we do to have our listeners participate and how to, what's the word I'm looking for? The
Mechanism to pick.
What do you need to do to qualify?
Qualify.
Oh my God.
There we go.
Oh my gosh.
That was
To qualify, be a subscriber to Lightworkers Unite
Yes.
podcast on Podbean.
subscribe. Yes.
And then also we're thinking leave us a review. Preferably
Oh, yeah.
a positive one would be awesome. But leave us a review. And if you do this, if you leave us a review, your name will go into a beautiful bucket,
Yes.
hat, whatever, and we will pull and draw names. And we're going to do this for how long are we going to do this? When will we draw the name and winners? And again, this is this is part of the spring cleaning, right?
It is. Yeah.
When you're spring cleaning your home and you're starting to purge and open things up in the windows, then have Mayume and Manjeet, have the Lightworkers come
Yes.
and clear and bless your home.
Yeah, well, April. We'll
Yeah.
probably do the drawing in April, so that'll give us a couple of weeks for folks to listen to this episode and get caught up with all the things. But we would love to come.
Yeah, and then
do
we
that.
will coordinate the date that works for you,
Yes.
for us to come, and then maybe we even have you join the podcast and share how that experience was for you.
Yes. Oh, we
Yeah.
would love that.
Yeah.
Yeah, we have some really awesome guests coming up too.
We
We've
do.
been-
Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh.
Deb Schaefer was incredible.
Yes. So
I'm so excited about that.
yeah, I'm so in love with her. She's so amazing. And her story and everything
Yeah.
is so cool. And her company is really, really cool. We both have stocked up on her beautiful stuff. And she has a promo code
Yes.
for us as well, for all of our light workers who want to purchase stuff from
Yep.
her store.
Enchanted
Botanicals. Yes. It's so great.
I'm so excited about that. That was a really fun interview. So that one's going to be coming up not next Monday, but the following Monday after that, where you must tune in to listen to this interview.
Yes.
with Deb
It's so much
Schaefer.
fun.
She is a true light warrior. Well, actually,
Yes.
she's even more than that.
I know.
She's
I
like a
did.
light master.
Yeah.
you know,
Mystic.
mystic.
Yeah.
Yep,
Oh,
all
yeah.
of that. Yep. Yeah.
Well, this was awesome.
This was fun. I'm
I
hoping
really enjoyed
I
this.
really enjoyed coffee with you.
I
Cheers.
did too.
I need more coffee.
Yeah.
But this was great, you guys. Thanks for always tuning and listening.
Yes.
And we hope that we provided some tools to help you with what's going on in the world today. But
Yeah.
know again that you don't have to be directly entrenched or impacted by what's going on in the world. Just take care of yourself. Take care of your loved ones around you by remembering that you are a light, a beautiful light, spiritual being, and you can send light and love there. You can donate. If you feel it within yourself, whatever you feel called to do, follow that. Follow that.
Yeah.
But don't allow yourself to be completely immersed in the fear and anger of what's going
Yeah.
on. But yeah, it was great to see you.
You too.
In person.
I love it.
Yes, love
and
it.
hopefully we'll see some of you at our
Yes,
in-person Goddess Gathering on Friday.
on Friday.
Um,
And if you are interested and you have not signed up, or if you've signed up and you want to tell more people, like grab a girlfriend and come. Join us. It's
gonna be fun.
It's going to be great. All right, guys. Thanks, everybody. Thanks for listening. And here's to the YouTube people who are watching, too. We love you. Mwah.
Mwah.